Trader to this day is still the feedback from real traders who are working with the software. And one of the greatest sort of feedback messages that we received was that the analysis is great, but moving from the analysis to trading, that is a fairly complex process. How can we make it easier? And how can we make it less closed, where the software does everything and you're presented with an order that you don't understand? How can we make it more intuitive for a trader to look at the chart and say, what do I want to do with this chart? So this is exactly what Sentient Trader version 3 does. And let me demonstrate to you pretty much exactly how it's doing it. I have told Sentient Trader that I'm trading the 40-day cycle on this particular chart. Okay, so it's performed the analysis. That's all well and good. It's performed an analysis. But how do we get from the analysis into trading? Okay, if you're an experienced Hurst trader, then you can look at an analysis and it becomes obvious to you what you should be doing. Okay, if the analysis is correct, and that is always the caveat that needs to be expressed. Based on this analysis, what trading would you perform? Okay, but given that, and I'm not going to keep saying it today, I'm tempted to, but I won't because it'll be very irritating. But whenever I say what trading opportunities are there, you must remind yourself that trading opportunities are based on the analysis that you see on the chart. Okay, so when you look at this chart in version 2, you would have said, okay, that there's an analysis. I can see that the cycle that I'm trading, the 40-day cycle, and I've popped up the 40-day cycle FLD pattern projection boxes. And as you can see, those pattern projection boxes, and I don't think I really need to explain them to you, but let me do so just in case. These pattern projection boxes indicate that the market, the 40-day cycle, was expected to bring the market down into this area, after which it's expected to pop it up again into this red box. Okay, so we're expecting price to move into this red box. As a matter of interest, that red box is hanging fairly low. In fact, you can see the lower edge of that red box is around about 126. Why is it hanging so low? Because the much longer term cycles in the euro US dollar are fairly bearish at the moment, I believe, and in this analysis they're also fairly bearish. So in fact, the move that is expected to for the bounce out of this 40-day cycle trough might not be very impressive. But I'm rambling. What's more important is in version 2 you looked at the chart and you said, how do I make a trading decision? What do I do? And most people suffered some kind of analysis paralysis or trading paralysis. And they looked at the chart and they said, okay, well, I don't really know. 40-day cycle's going up, but what does that mean? What do I do? So version 3, the most exciting thing that you can do in version 3 is what we call click to trade. We've made the trading process, moving from analysis to trading, we've made it absolutely intuitive. All your trading opportunities are presented on the right-hand edge of your chart. You see these dots, okay? Every one of these dots represents a different trading opportunity. So, and remember, the trading opportunity is based on the cycle that we're trading in this case. Obviously, if we were trading the 20-week cycle, you'd have different trading opportunities. If you're trading the 5-day cycle, you'd have very different trading opportunities. So these are trading opportunities for somebody who would like to trade the 40-day cycle. And they are opportunities. In other words, whether you want to take that opportunity is up to you. And you need to evaluate that opportunity. But those opportunities are presented for you really clearly. How many trading opportunities do we have on the 40-day cycle at the moment on this particular chart? I can count them really easily because I can see the dots. There are 5 of them. Okay, I've got 5 possible trading opportunities. When I move my mouse near to one of them, 2 things happen. The first thing that happens is that some text pops up on the chart. I'm sure you can see that. It says Hurst. Okay. Now, what does that mean? That means that the trading methodology that has been used to generate this trading opportunity is Hurst's trading methodology. Okay. Hurst's trading methodology, of course, is the methodology that he published in the Cycles course way back in the 1970s. Most Hurst purists still swear by Hurst's trading methodology. The other trading methodology that Sentient Trader offers is, of course, the Sentient trading methodology. That's quite a refined trading methodology. It's based on Hurst's trading methodology. And even though I came up with the Sentient trading methodology, I still rely on Hurst's trading methodology for my initial look at the markets, for my first for my first consideration of a trade, I always rely on Hurst's trading opportunities because I understand them. I've been trading them for I don't want to say how many years. I was going to say 15, but I think that's wrong. I've been trading them 10 years. I've been trading them for a very long time. Sentient trading methodology is much more recent, and so I always look at Hurst first. But that's a personal choice. So first of all, this trading methodology, as you can see, is a Hurst. This trading opportunity is a Hurst trading methodology opportunity. It is a buy opportunity as opposed to a sell opportunity. Then it says PR 1.5 to 1. That means, of course, profit to risk ratio. That means that the profit to risk ratio on this trading opportunity is 1.5 to 1. Now you will know that Hurst recommended that you never take a trading opportunity that is lower than 2 to 1. So in fact, most people would probably reject this trading opportunity. But it's very important to understand how the profit to risk ratio has been calculated for this particular trading opportunity. And that's where what I call the dumbbells come into play. Let me zoom in. The dumbbells are fairly subtle on your chart, which of course doesn't help for something like a webinar like this. Let me turn off those patterns and let me bring up that that trading opportunity again. And let's see if I can't do a trading opportunity and oh yes I can, and take a screenshot. There we go. Okay, so here's the trading opportunity. Now, these are what I call the dumbbells. Can you see these green and red dashed lines? I hope you can. Leading up towards this green circle and leading down towards that red circle. That is a visual representation on your chart of this particular trade. Okay, what do they mean? I call them dumbbells because they've got two sort of circles on each end of them. But basically, the green dashed line represents a straight line path, which of course the market would never do, but it represents a straight line path from the point of entry for this trade, that's over there, up to the target of this trade, which is this green circle over there. Okay, and that circle is centered around the center of the target. Now, of course, you know that a target is never absolutely exact. We don't expect price to hit exactly 1.3. And when I show the FLD pattern projection boxes again, we'll see the range of that target. So when you're considering a trading opportunity, you need to bear in mind the range of this target, and that the profit to risk ratio has been calculated on the center of that range, which is not always achieved. Sometimes it is achieved, but certainly not always. The red dashed line represents a potential path that the market could take if it doesn't go in the right direction for your trade. So in other words, that is the losing side of the trade, and it goes down to the stop loss level. So here is your stop loss level, and up here is your target. Okay, and so those dumbbells represent visually on your chart what that trading opportunity is. Let me clear the screen again, and I'll pop up the FLD pattern projection boxes. There we go. And as you can see, this the calculation for the stop loss, or at least for the target, is based entirely on that pattern projection box. Okay, so you can see all the visual elements fit together. Now, something else has happened when I highlight that particular trading opportunity, and that is that the FLD line upon which this trading opportunity is based has been highlighted on your chart. Can you see this pink line? Okay. I've taken a screenshot, so I can't show you it disappearing. But when I move my mouse away from that trading opportunity after I've cleared the screenshot, you'll notice that line disappears. Okay? One of the issues with a chart in Sentient Trader has always been that you might want to keep your eye on many FLDs and many VTLs. If you're displaying 5 FLDs and 5 VTLs, then your chart begins to look like a terrible mess and you cannot work out what's going on. Okay. In version 3 of the software, you don't need to show 5. You only need to show 1 or none, if you like. And when you move your mouse near to a trading opportunity, Sentient Trader will highlight that FLD or VTL. In other words, the FLD or VTL that trading opportunity is based upon. Okay. So here you can see, and Mahesh says, I have a broken voice. I hope that's not an audio problem that everybody is experiencing. Okay, I think perhaps most people are still managing to hear me. Okay, so Sentient Trader has popped up that FLD. Now, you'll notice that in the trading opportunity here, we are given the actual price of that trading opportunity at the moment for the current bar. And then in brackets, Sentient Trader says 10-day FLD. What does that mean? That means that that trading opportunity is based on price crossing the 10-day FLD. And there is that 10-day FLD displayed for you. Now, the other thing you'll know if you've been working with version 2 of Sentient Trader is that there are 3 FLDs that you can get, okay? There's the FLD based on the median price, FLD based on the high price, and FLD based on the low price. Some people get very confused about when they should be using which FLD. I'm not going to explain it all again now. It's actually fairly simple, but you will notice that in version 3 of Sentient Trader makes that decision for you. Sentient Trader, you probably can't read that, but it says FLD based on the high. Sentient Trader makes that decision for you. That trading opportunity must be based upon the high, the FLD based on the high price. Okay, so therefore, Sentient Trader has popped up and displayed the FLD based on the high price. So, when you're moving your mouse around your chart, you can see visually, and I'm a visual person. You might know that theoretically, my career is a filmmaker. I'm really a filmmaker, and I love visuals. I love telling stories with visuals, and visuals tell stories to me. So I really enjoy looking at a chart and seeing the whole story. And that's what you can do with version 3 of Sentient Trader. I can look at this chart and I can see I have a trading opportunity. It's a green colored dot, which tells me that's a buying opportunity. I don't even need to read the text. I know that a green dot is a buying opportunity. I can look at the dumbbells and I can see the highlighted FLD and I can say, oh, okay, so what this trading opportunity is if price crosses above that FLD, which is over there, for the current bar, in other words, today, if price crosses above that FLD, then we'd be entered into a trade based on the 40-day cycle, which we would expect to head towards this target. Bear in mind that the target might happen as low as over here at the bottom of that box. And if things go wrong, then of course our stop loss level would be over here, below the low price over here, which Sentient Trader is saying might be the formation of that particular trough. Okay, so your entire story, if you like, is presented to you visually on the chart. Okay, I see a question from Mark. Which alerts will be available in the Analyst Edition? Okay, I'll get there in a moment, Mark. I haven't even spoken about alerts, but perhaps now is a good opportunity to speak about it. So that's the first new really exciting thing, the trading opportunities that are presented for you. As you move your mouse, you'll notice different VTLs, different FLDs